Hello friends, welcome all of you in Rayat Online School Education for Junior College project. In previous video, we started second topic of physics, that is mechanical properties of fluids. We discussed some points, fluids, some basic definitions, that is intermolecular forces, sphere of influence, surface film, surface tension on the basis of molecular theory. So today we discuss the new point of this topic. So let's start today's lecture. First we see today's discussion point. Today's first point of discussion, it is surface tension. Second point of discussion, it is surface energy, and third point of discussion, it is relation between surface energy and surface tension. So today we focus on 3 points: surface tension, surface energy, and relation between surface energy and surface tension. So let's see one by one. See this image first. A glass containing a pure water, as we know that this one is the surface film and this one is the free surface of the liquid. The free surface of a liquid in a container acts as a stretched membrane, and all molecules on the surface film experience a stretching force. So here imagine an imaginary line is drawn on the free surface of the liquid. Then this looks like in this way. Imaginary line PQ of length capital L drawn tangential to the free surface of the liquid. Molecules near this line experiences equal and opposite forces tangential to the surface. The tension of the surface film of a liquid caused by attraction of the particles in the surface layer by the bulk of the liquid, which tends to minimize the surface area. So from this we can define surface tension. So definition of the surface tension, it is very simple. Tangential force acting per unit length on both sides of an imaginary line drawn on the free surface of the liquid. It is called as the surface tension. So from this we can write the formula, that means surface tension in terms of capital T is equals to force per unit length, that means F divided by the capital L. So from this SI unit, it is the Newton per meter, as force in terms of the Newton and length in terms of the meter. So from this dimension, it is 0 in the length, 1 in the mass, and -2 in the time. The next point is the equivalent SI unit of the surface tension. As we know that SI unit is the surface tension of Newton per meter. So this Newton per meter term can be multiplying and dividing by the term. We have to get Newton per meter dot meter by meter. That means we have to get simply joule per meter square. So remember, this one is the equivalent SI unit of the surface tension. Let's see some examples of the surface tension. Water spider walks on the surface of the steady water. Grace needle floats on steady surface of the water. It is due to the effect of the surface tension. Let's see another image. Raindrops and soap bubbles always take spherical shape. All these phenomena arises due to the surface tension. Surface tension is one of the important properties of the liquids. So let's see surface tension of some basic liquids. Here first see water having surface tension value in terms of Newton per meter it is 0.0727 and in the dyne per centimeter it is 72.7. Mercury having the value in SI unit it is the 0.4355 and in terms of the dyne per centimeter it is the 435.5. In terms of soap solution having the surface tension 0.025 and in terms of the dyne per centimeter it is the 25 and the glycerine having the value 0.0632 and in the dyne per centimeter form it can be 63.2. So here remember mercury has the highest value of surface tension in the dyne per centimeter form. Let's see next point. As we discussed in the previous video, surface tension on the basis of the molecular theory. Here a beaker containing the water and here are the three molecules, molecule A, molecule B and the molecule C. Molecule A experiences more cohesive force as compared to the molecule B and C because B and C lies in the surface film of the liquid. So from this we start the new article or the new point. It is the surface energy. As we know that molecules inside the volume of a liquid experiences more cohesive force than a molecule in the surface film of the liquid. So work has to be done to bring any molecule from inside the liquid into the surface film. So surface molecule possess extra potential energy as compared to the molecules inside the liquid. This extra energy of the molecules in the surface layer it is called as the surface energy of the liquid. Remember, extra energy of the molecules in the surface layer it is called as the surface energy of the liquid. Let's see next point. Next point is the relation between surface energy and surface tension. Let's see this image. In this image, a container contains a soap solution and a rectangle. See in this figure, a rectangular frame of wire consists of a movable arm. This one is the movable arm. This frame is dipped in soap solution and then taken out. A film of soap solution will be formed within boundaries of the frame. So this looks like in this way. Here see this figure P, P dash and S dash. Rectangular frame of wire P dash, P, S, S dash fitted with movable arm. See this figure, movable arm it is the QR. Each arm of the frame experience an inward force due to the film. So arm QR moves toward the side PS so as to decrease the area of the film. See this figure once again. The length of QR it is the capital L, then inward force acting on it is given by. As we know that surface tension having the formula capital T is equals to F divided by the L. So F is equals to T times the L. So we can write in this way F is equals to T times into the bracket twice L. Twice L because film has two surfaces, that means upper and the lower surface. See here again in this image, imagine an external force. See this figure, imagine an external force F dash applied isothermally to the arm QR. The arm QR moves to Q dash R dash through a distance, it is the dx. So from this, as we know that work done against F, the force due to surface tension is given by, as we know that work done having the formula force into displacement, that means dW is equals to F dash into the dx. So dW is equals to T times twice L into the dx. So as we know that but twice LdX is equals to dA, that means increase in area of the two surfaces of the film. So we can write this formula in this way: dW is equals to T times D into the capital A. This work done in stretching the film is stored in the form of the potential energy. So surface tension, that means dW, that means surface tension or surface energy is equals to T times D into the capital A. So we can, outside taking the surface tension term, we have to get surface tension is equals to surface energy per unit area. Remember this equation once again: dW, that means surface energy, is equals to surface tension times increase in the area, that means surface energy is equals to T times dA. So relation between surface tension and surface energy, it is surface tension is equals to surface energy per unit area. So from this we solve one example. It is how much work is required to form a bubble of 2 cm radius from the soap solution having surface tension 0.07 Newton per meter. So from this we first write the given data is equals to R is equals to 2 cm, that means 2 into 10 raised to minus 2 meter, and surface tension having the value 0.07 Newton per meter. So first here we have to find out the work done. We have to write first formula, it is dW is equals to T times dA. So let's see solution. Initial surface area of the soap bubble is equals to 0. That means final surface area of the soap bubble simply 2 into the 4 pi r square. So increase in the surface area is equals to 2 into the 4 pi r square. Let's see solution. Here once again given data. As we know that work done is equals to surface tension into the increase in the surface area. So we have to write the formula, that means dW is equals to T times dA. That means dW is equals to T into the 2 into the 4 pi r square. So putting these values of R and T in this equation, we have to write dW is equals to 0.07, that means surface tension, into the 2 as it is into the 4 into the pi value 3.14 into the r square, that means 2 into 10 raised to minus 2 bracket square. So solving this simple calculation, we have to get dW having the value, it is the 7.038 into 10 raised to minus 4 joule. Let's see one more example. A soap film is formed when a rectangular wire frame of area 2 cm by 2 cm is dipped in a soap solution and taken out. If the area of the film is increased to 3 cm by 3 cm, calculate the work done in the process. Given it is the surface tension of the soap film is 3 into 10 raised to minus 2 Newton per meter. Let's see the given data. A1, that means first area A1 is equals to 2 cm by 2 cm, that means 4 into 10 raised to minus 4 meter square. And second area it is the 3 cm by 3 cm, that means 9 into 10 raised to minus 4 meter square. And surface tension having the value 3 into 10 raised to minus 2 Newton per meter. Let's see, here we have to find out once again work done. We know that the formula is dW is equals to T times dA. This one is the given data. A1, that means 4 into 10 raised to minus 4 meter square. A2, 9 into 10 raised to minus 4 meter square. And surface tension 3 into 10 raised to minus 2 Newton per meter. As we know that as the film has two surfaces, the work done is dW is equals to 2 times T into the dA. That means W is equals to twice T into the bracket increase in the area, that means A2 minus A1. So putting the value in the equation, we have to get W is equals to 2 into 3 into 10 raised to minus 2 into the bracket A2 minus A1, that means 9 into 10 raised to minus 4 minus 4 into the 10 raised to minus 4. As we know that first we solve the bracket and then multiply this term, we have to get the final answer. It is W is equals to 3 into 10 raised to minus 5 joule. So from these friends, today we discussed the few points. So today's highlight point of the lecture, it is when a number of droplets coalesce and form a single drop, there is reduction in the total surface area. Surface tension does not depend on the area of the surface. Remember this highlight point once again. When a number of droplets coalesce and form a single drop, there is reduction in the total surface area. And second point is the surface tension does not depend on the area of the surface. So friends, today we discussed surface tension, surface energy and relation between surface tension and surface energy. So today we will stop here. In the next video we will see the next point of this topic.